Welcome back to Study Great Books. Let's continue with the part 2 of chapter 2, Pranic Healing of the great book Guru. The first article we're going to read is with the title Inspiration to be a Pranic Healing Trainer. A story of motivation on becoming an instructor by the trainer Matimaran of India. This took place in August 2000 at his birthday celebration in Bangalore, India, where Grandmaster Chowakoksui was giving blessings. It was very special because we were asked to stand in a big queue, and one by one we were given Shakti Path in the back heart and crown chakra by our teacher. He had a rose with a long stem in his hand, and he was patiently blessing everyone. There were more than 200 people in the room. Instead of standing in the long queue, I sat in the chair which was in front of Grandmaster Chowakoksui. At that time, I had no idea or thought of becoming a trainer in pranic healing. As I was sitting in front of the teacher, I closed my eyes and was constantly repeating that I should get in to the closest circle of our teacher, Grandmaster Chowakoksui. I was saying the same words over and over again with lots of devotion in my heart. Suddenly, to my huge surprise, I heard the clear voice of the teacher right inside my head, like a radio saying, "Teach pranic healing" 3 times. I opened my eyes and I shared this with few of my friends who said that I should take this seriously. 1 year later, I was already teaching pranic healing and have not looked back ever since. Let's start reading the second article with the title The Start of a Journey. This was written by a disciple who started his journey with pranic healing on May 1999 in Colombia. How I got into pranic healing is a long story, but to cut it short, my son was suffering from otitis, an infection of the ear. He was supposed to take antibiotics every 15 days. So I decided to find something else to help heal him. I had known about this doctor who had just come to Colombia. He was a friend of the family and was studying some special techniques in China and Germany, but he had also taken a class in pranic healing. He was the one who told us to go check out the school. So I decided to take it up, and in the period between May to November, I did all these classes: basic, advanced, psychotherapy, crystal, self pranic healing, psychic self defense, and Kriya Shakti. Then I repeated all of them with my wife. I was very lucky and very blessed to have met Master Chowakoksui. Pranic healing changes your life. It is like black and white. My perception and may and way of feeling life is some completely different. Let's go ahead with the third article with the title New Beginnings, written by a disciple who is a pranic healing instructor from the Netherlands. She is also a teacher in anatomy and physiology. I think my life is still changing because of pranic healing. I found myself first as the one pranic healer in the family, and now my mom and my sister have also joined the workshop. One of my first healing experiences is still the one that I remember very well. It was with my mother. I just did the basic pranic healing course. I spent the night with my mom at my place in Amsterdam. Then she had a headache. Before she went home, she said, "Can I have an aspirin?" And I said, "Yeah, of course. I have some, but maybe I can try pranic healing on you and let's see if you'll still need it." So I did pranic healing I did pranic healing, though still a bit insecure as it was all new. I just did the techniques. After a while she said, "Well, I'm fine. I don't feel a headache anymore." I was of course still a bit surprised, and it was amazing. The summer after I did the basic pranic healings course, I was on a holiday in Mexico, and I think that holiday for me was also a bit spiritual because I started to notice things that I would not have noticed before. I was joining the yoga class at a very nice hostel where we were staying, and it was at the beach, so it was a beautiful view of the sea. Suddenly, I started to see the aura of the trees and almost everything, and it had a golden aura. For me, that was the first time I saw something like that, and it was just a beautiful experience. Let's move ahead with the third article of this part 2 of the second chapter, Pranic Healing, of the great book Guru. Its title is A Family of Pranic Healers. Disciple's name is Eleonora Merlo, and her sons Nacho and Renan are from Uruguay. She was the first pranic healer in the family. This article has about 3 parts. First part goes with one son, Nacho. I remember one time that I looked my finger on those chairs that are bendable, and that was the first time I think my mom did some healing. Some very quick healing. In approximately 10 seconds, I felt tremendous heat with my finger that was hurting a lot and somehow a little increase in the pain. But after 15 seconds, everything just stopped. I believe that with families and getting members to be part of pranic healing, it is the example you basically set. I remember in our family we used to have much more conflict inside our house before pranic healing. For me, it was evident that something has changed, like the energy of the family changed. There are no easy strategies, maybe it's energy basically. So, if the energy changes, and I believe if the energy of the head of the house, in this case my mother, everything changes. Second part of this article is written by second son, Renan. My mother used to practice on me and my brother as well, and if we were ill, she used to do some healing on us, and the results were really outstanding. I was 21 years old when I started to do pranic healing back in 1998. The advice that I want to give is to never force your family to do pranic healing, but as Nacho was telling us, the important thing is the energy. If you start practicing pranic healing, the rest will follow the path. And the third part of this article named A Family of Pranic Healers is written by the first Pranic healing family member of that family, first Pranic healer of that family, Eleonora Merlo. She wrote as Pranic healing is a way of life. It is a new way to approach life. Pranic healing is in everything. My children and my grandchildren would ask for healing. Of course, we are pranic healers, so no doubt we will help. When there is a situation, my son would say, Mama, can you please do some healing? My friend is sick. And we help because this is service. Thanks for listening. In the part 3 of this second chapter, Pranic Healing of the Great Book Guru, let's cover the articles named Looking for Signs, the Mission, and the Synthesis of All Yogas. Bye for now.